All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, the honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations. So I'd like to Akim wa Aqua, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit. All right, and for this one, I'm going to be letting this clip play for a good little minute. Esau, Edom is pitting Northern Kingdom against Southern Kingdom. Esau, Edom is pitting the so-called Negroes against the Latinos, right? Specifically with this migrant situation. And we're seeing that if this man had enough time, his goal would be to, replace Southern Kingdom, swap them out with Northern Kingdom to be the laborers and the ultimate servants. I'm gonna let the situation play out. This is a common tactic of the so-called white man. Put peoples against each other's, and even not just us, put the heathen, right? Pit other nationalities against each other to make it look like he has no involvement. Meanwhile, everybody warring and feuding with themselves just happens to be to his benefit. All right, hey, we in these times, this migrant situation, y'all. Hey, you got brothers dealing with this, this in some of our cities, right? This in some of y'all cities. So it's close to home. We can see it. It's happening. But ultimately, we know the end goal is that we're going to be saved up out of this man's devices.
Wants to label whenever you talk about what the black activists in Chicago are going through, or whenever you talk about what black people here in New York are complaining about, they'll say that's MAGA messaging. How's it MAGA messaging?
It's not MAGA messaging. Listen, the bottom line is when Joe Biden got elected, he said he wanted to fast track 4 million undocumented residents to full citizenship. Black people completely ignored it. I spoke on it. I said, do you know why he want to fast track 4 million? Because he know he's not going to do nothing for us. We ain't going to be motivated to vote for him in November. So what he's going to do is have these migrants already set up with citizenship so they can replace the black vote that he loses. The migrants are being put in our communities on purpose, New York and Chicago on purpose, because they are what? The two blackest cities in America. They're the two largest cities in America. They're the two most politically conscious black communities in America. So if we can wash out the black with the brown in New York, if we can wash out the black with the brown in Chicago, Philly don't stand a chance. Atlanta don't stand a chance. LA, Houston, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago don't stand a chance. The migrants are here for 3 reasons. Replace us at the polls. Replace us at the low-end industry jobs, right? See, when Donald Trump said...
I'm going to pause right there. Now, replacing at the polls, meaning the voting thing, we all know that's minor level shit. It's the illusion, because the elites run, they're running the show that Heavenly Father set them up. So we know voting is useless, but, they have to keep up that image. All right, but that much is true. To replace Southern Kingdom, right? Let me let it keep going. They're not being invited over here because white Americans care about other countries' sufferings. They're full of shit.
The debate that Joe Biden is taking black jobs and giving them to migrants, he was correct. Although he didn't say it because he cared about us, but he's right. When people say, what do you mean by black jobs? Get out your bougie feelings and deal with the reality. 1/3 of black men have a felony. So there's a lot of jobs they will never qualify for. They are mostly what? Essential workers, warehouse, trucking, security. And a lot of those jobs are going to who? The migrants. So that's what he meant by black jobs. We got to stop being so sensitive and look at the reality of it. I was reading a report the other day. They said the Latinos taking over the construction jobs. They taking them over. And the low industry work, like your gardening, your landscaping, completely taking it over. They're not the enemy. The problem is black people don't get as much opportunity. So then people say, well, white people don't really like brown people like that. That's true, but you know what the difference is? They don't have the burden of accountability with them that they have with us. We built the country. So every time they look at us and deal with us, the bottom line is, y'all brought them here, and they built y'all into what y'all are. They don't have to say that to the Venezuelans. They don't have to say that to the Colombians. They don't have to say that to the Mexicans. So although they don't like brown, they will much rather deal with them than the black, because with the black, there is a white man's burden that you owe them restitution for 246 years of unpaid labor. Now let's look at what Harry Adams...
So, Esau, he doesn't like either of us, right? He doesn't like Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom, but he has a special hatred for Southern Kingdom. So, he's pitting us against one another, all right? And that's basically what this whole, just a plot and a play. And many of those Northern Kingdom ones that's brought up here, Esau's gonna be trying to use them, you know, for New World Order soldiers to kill you niggas in the hood. You know, that shit crazy.
It's doing over there in New York. A family of four is getting $1,400 a month. $1,400 a month. Do you know that that's more than what some of the veterans are getting with a child? They're getting more money than veterans who served in the military. Not only that, they're getting free food stamps, free child care, and permanent housing. Although New York City has a black homelessness rate no less than 35%. So you got black people who pay taxes living on the street, and you got migrants who ain't paid a single tax in their life, eating and living better than the black people who built the country. If I was talking to Eric Adams and Brandon Johnson of Chicago, I would ask them something. What is the Democratic Party giving you guys that you're willing to sacrifice your political future to push this migrant agenda? Because I don't see how they get reelected by black folks. I don't see how. And if your city goes to the migrants, you can best believe the migrants ain't electing no black person to mayorship. So you're literally dying on your sword for the Democratic Party.
Now, there's more of this clip, but before we get back to the clip, I just want to say this.
So we'll get some scripture real quick. We see that Esau, Edom, is pitting Northern Kingdom against Southern Kingdom. This government. Vocab, do you have any vocab? What do you think about this? The United States bringing in foreigners to replace, you know, the people that was here. And why specifically these two groups? Latinos, so-called, and black Americans. Isn't that just such a coincidence? All right, I'm gonna get this scripture real quick out of Zechariah to show you that right now our people are divided. You know, we've been divided for a very long time. Esau, Edom, he's not ignorant to this. He knows this, and so he uses that to his advantage. Zechariah 11, and what is it, 14? Yep, and now this is a parable. I'll just read it, Zechariah 11 and 14. It says, "Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel." Okay, Judah representing Southern Kingdom, Israel representing Northern Kingdom, right? The brotherhood, the camaraderie ship, for the most part, was broken between the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to the point to where, you know, most of them today don't realize they're the same people. Well, Esau, Edom, he has capitalized upon that and used that to, you know, he got us, the ninjas, you know, we, you know, in the entertainment sports world, we making him his football money, his NBA money. And then you got Northern Kingdom, you know, building up, you know, building up the streets, the houses, and keeping his grass cut. So Southern Kingdom's the entertainment, and Northern Kingdom is the goddamn workhorses. And now we're seeing this asshole, you know, transition, right? He doesn't like the fact that he has the blemish on his record for doing us how he did us. And these niggas in the hood are still none the wiser. You know, still none the wiser. Let me get another one. And ultimately, being oppressed in America, this is the only place where it fulfills prophecies like this. Jeremiah, we're going to go to 50 and 33, because this didn't happen on the other side of the world. We had been split up. So where were the Israelites as a whole oppressed together other than Egypt? It didn't happen nowhere in the ancient times. It happened here in the Americas. Vocab, you got to explain these prophecies, you fucking faggot. Jeremiah 50 and 33, it says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." Right? So he oppresses us. When I say he, I'm referring to Esau, Edom. He oppressed us in modern times in the Americas. You know, 1492, he came over here, put the beats on Northern Kingdom. Then 1619, you know, he had us over here, and we've been jammed up and hammed up ever since. And he doesn't want to relinquish his power over us. That's why you're paying taxes. That's why you have a license. That's why you have to hurry up. You can't be gone too long without that visa. Boy, you got 2 weeks to get your ass back from your vacation and get back in that factory and get to, you know, putting them boxes together or whatever the hell. All right, the fact that you even have to pay, or you have to pay money to denounce your citizenship. Where's that at in the scriptures? All right, this man don't want to lose his money makers, the Israelites. whether he wants to admit that or not, or whether, because the average Edomite, they don't, they're on the street, they don't have the direct power over you like how the government does, so-called, right? Or the elites, this system that they've set up. So they're not aware. Nevertheless, their people are still in this system above us. Okay, they can do things that we cannot, and they have liberties that we do not, whether you want to admit that or not. So let's go back now.
For the 71% of black people that still plan on voting for Biden, we got two options. Now, you're still going to be black in America, and forget about being prioritized by either one of these parties, because we are the poorest demographic in a capitalistic society where money talks. So we're not going to get prioritized by either one of them. If you think the Democratic Party has been prioritizing black people and the black family over the past 2 decades, you're damn near crazy. And it has to be obvious at this point. LGBTQ, women, and now immigrants are definitely coming before you. So we have one or two options. The first option is you get replaced by immigrants. They take your jobs. They take your tax money. They replace you in the voting booth. They're trying to make it so that immigrants can vote without an ID. You need an ID to buy a Modelo, but they're telling you that...
That's crazy, y'all. You get the police to bust your melon. You walking down the street. I remember I was only like, 15, 16, walking my dog. The goddamn, the animal control roll up on me, talk running his mouth. Where your ID? I'm like, nigga, I'm still in high school. Goddamn. But he's right, we can't, hey, Esau's tightening the wrench. He's tightening the wrench, y'all.
You don't need an ID to vote for the future president of the United States. I wonder why they're doing that.
What's going on here with the migrant crisis? What do people think about the migrants here inside Chicago?
On some real shit, I think they need to go back where they at, so we ain't got enough room for them right now.
Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it.
And where should they go?
Shit, somewhere where's room for them at. Even if it's back to where they at or another little city, but Chicago too packed, man. We already got a lot going on.
What do you think about them giving them free hotels, free phones?
That's what I'm saying. They treating them better than real residents. Like they giving them shit that they ain't give us. And we born and raised in Chicago. They come here giving them 15,000 in their name.
Replace social media with these book summaries.
They name, a GM link, all type of shit. I'm damn. But you got homeless people sleeping on the street. They fucked up, but y'all bringing people in, treating them better than motherfuckers who's from Chicago. I don't like that though.
What's your direct message to Mayor Johnson then?
Man, fix it. Get this shit together, bro. Help the city. Don't just be all talk. You talk that talk to get in there, live it. Stand on business.
The black voters showed up wearing red shirts with the words, "No more blue, go red, and turn Chicago red."
Money for these immigrants today, and we coming for them seats. You can believe that. The police are fighting with them in the shelters that you guys are funding. You guys think it's a great idea, but yet your police officers are getting attacked. Your public's getting attacked.
Somebody who's obviously a one-term mayor, if he even makes it that far, you better be worrying about your job. You better be worrying about your longevity. Because we're going to vote, and we're going to get you out. Because you ain't doing right by us. That's the sad.
Seeing how Mayor Johnson's first year has gone with the migrants and crime, a new group wants to change that by getting a referendum on the ballot this November that would pave the way to voting Johnson out.
That money in my neighborhood. We need that on my block. So I'm asking y'all to use our tax money for our people.
So we got two options. The first one is...
Right, and so we're seeing that there's no hope here for our people, ultimately, as a whole, in America, nor under any heathen rulership. We're just going to go through the same game of getting juggled around, told life is going to get better, and we're just getting fucked off left and right. That's the reality situation. So this guy right here, he's trying to present some options. The main options neither. Our only option is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, but I just wanted to bring this clip to light. This is what some of the things going on in the world, and if we're being affected by this shit. Whether you got certain niggas, oh man, nigga, as long as I can roll my blunt, well, that's all you're gonna be able to do soon, because you won't even be able to go apply at Amazon no more, because they're gonna have you niggas swapped out. Let's get this, and this is one of the things that Yahweh Shai is going to fix upon his return and redeeming us. He's going to fix that broken bond between us that these heathen have been exploiting for a very long time. Isaiah 11 and 13. It says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, the envy of northern kingdom against southern kingdom. Hey, sometimes we be hating on them, sometimes they be hating on us, right? It says, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Perfect. So the union that was broken between us is going to be repaired and strengthened by Yahushua. Esau, Edom, he's been taking advantage of this broken bond for a long time. Hey, when you read, you go back, you know, the battles of the kings, there'd be certain times that Southern Kingdom would team up with a heathen to fight against Northern Kingdom, and Northern Kingdom would team up with a heathen to fight against Southern Kingdom. So, you know, we've been acting a fool on both ends, and these heathen have capitalized off of it. But now we're in the time of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai redeeming us, and we're no longer going to be leaning on the heathen. We're just going to lean on the Lord. All right. Isaiah 19, was that at 10? Let me think for a second. 20. Okay, yep. No, I want to get 10. I'm sorry, y'all. Isaiah 10 and 20, that's why. Isaiah 10 and 20. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but they shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. Right. So we're no longer Northern Kingdom nor Southern Kingdom. We're not going to be looking to the enemy to be helping us. We're going to look to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Therefore, Esau, Edom, nor any of these heathen, they will no longer be able to exploit us and profit off of us by playing divide and conquer. A common tactic of the so-called white man, still being practiced to this day. You know, Christians, what's y'all's answer to that? How do we? What does believing in Jesus? How is that going to fix this issue of the United States government purposely pitting us against one another to its own benefit? Fucking cocksuckers. All right. That's it, y'all. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakorash, the honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations all like the Akim, Wa'akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.